You have been lied to your entire life about the nature of desire and what it truly takes to capture a woman's heart. Society has conditioned you to believe that if you are agreeable, soft, and constantly available, you will be rewarded with love, but reality shows us the exact opposite. Look around you and realize that the men who are pleading, apologizing, and sacrificing their dignity are the ones sleeping alone, while the men who prioritize their own mission are the ones who are endlessly pursued. This is not a coincidence. It is a biological law that has been etched into our DNA for hundreds of thousands of years. We live in a modern world of skyscrapers and smartphones, but our brains are still operating on the ancient software of the savannah. To understand a woman, you must stop listening to the logical excuses she gives and start observing the primal needs she cannot control. She is not looking for a friend to agree with her. She is looking for a force of nature that can withstand her. The greatest tragedy of the modern male is that he believes his emotions are a currency he can trade for affection. He thinks that if he reveals his insecurity, she will nurture him, but in reality, his insecurity triggers her survival instinct to run away. A woman's intuition is a highly sensitive radar designed to detect weakness, instability, and fear in a man before he even speaks a word. She knows when you are faking confidence, and she knows when you are truly grounded in your own reality. There is a dark paradox at the center of female psychology that most men are too terrified to acknowledge. She craves safety, but she is bored by predictability. She says she wants a nice guy, but her biology screams for a man who is capable of danger but chooses to be gentle. This is the difference between being harmless and being peaceful. A harmless man is not virtuous. He is weak because he has no capacity for destruction. A peaceful man is a monster who has his power under control, and that is what makes him irresistibly magnetic. When you are incapable of being dangerous, your kindness has no value because it is not a choice. It is your only option. She needs to feel that you are the most dangerous thing in the room, but that you are dangerous for her, not to her. If she feels she can dominate you psychologically, she cannot respect you, and without respect, love is impossible. This is why she unconsciously tests you with drama, sudden mood swings, and irrational arguments. These are not attacks on your character. They are structural integrity tests on your masculinity. She is shaking the foundation of the house to see if the roof will collapse. If you crumble, get angry, or start defending yourself, you have failed the test because you let her chaos dictate your state of mind. But if you remain unshakable, calm, and amused by the storm, her anxiety dissolves into trust. She realizes that you are stronger than her emotions, and that is the only thing that allows her to feel safe enough to surrender. The modern man mistakenly thinks that relationships are a democracy, but attraction is not a negotiation. You cannot logically convince a woman to desire you by listing your good qualities or doing favors for her. Desire is not a decision. It is a reaction to a stimulus. The moment you start seeking her validation, you place her above you, and a woman cannot look up to a man she has to look down on. This is why the man who tries the hardest often loses, while the man who is focused on his own purpose wins without effort. When you make her the center of your universe, you place a burden on her that she was never meant to carry. She does not want to be your mission. She wants to join you on your mission. She wants to be the passenger in a car driven by a man who knows exactly where he is going, not a man who asks her for directions at every turn. Indecisiveness is the ultimate killer of passion because it signals a lack of leadership. When you ask her what she wants to do, you are asking her to lead, and that forces her into her masculine energy, which she resents. A man who leads with love takes the burden of decision-making off her shoulders, allowing her to relax into her feminine nature. This is the dynamic she craves, even if she has been taught to deny it. We must also speak about the silence, for that is where the truth lives. Men communicate with information, but women communicate with emotion and subtext. When she withdraws or goes silent, She is not just being quiet. She is creating a vacuum to see if you will panic and rush to fill it with nervous energy. The man who is comfortable in silence displays a power that screams of high status. Most men are so terrified of losing a woman that they suffocate her with attention, texting her constantly and demanding reassurance. This behavior screams scarcity, telling her that she is the best you can get and that you have no other options. Scarcity breeds repulsion, while abundance breeds attraction. You must be willing to walk away from any interaction that does not serve your dignity. The moment you are willing to lose her is the moment you possess the power to keep her. This is not about being cold or indifferent. It is about having a standard of self-respect that you will not compromise for anyone. A woman wants to earn your attention. She does not want it given to her for free. If your validation is cheap, it is worthless. You must rewrite the script you have been given and understand that you are the prize. This is not arrogance. It is the necessary gravity required to hold a relationship together. If you do not value yourself, she cannot value you. Stop apologizing for your masculinity and start embodying it. Stop asking for permission to exist and start taking up space. The world is full of boys pretending to be men, hiding behind nice words and manipulative tactics. But the integrated man, the one who has mastered his own shadow, is a rare commodity. He is the rock in the turbulent ocean of modern dating. He is the eye of the storm. When you finally stop trying to figure her out and start figuring yourself out, the mystery fades and the attraction becomes automatic. You do not need to play games. You simply need to be congruent. Let your actions align with your words, and let your words align with your purpose. She is waiting for you to stop being a fan in her audience and start being the main character in your own movie. The door is open and the path is clear, but you must be brave enough to walk it alone. Once you find that strength within yourself, you will never have to chase again, for you will become the magnet that draws everything to you. The game has changed, and now, finally, you know the rules.